Hello, 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 and welcome to Finish, the great pop culture debates video series dedicated to the fashion looks of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 13. I'm your host, Eric Rezsnyak, and I'm joined today by my very special guest judge, Eric Ranelletti. Hi, Eric.
Hey, hi, Eric. It's the Eric Show.
Exactly. It's two Eric R's. This is what it sounds like when doves cry, ladies and gentlemen. So Eric is also part of our Drag Race viewer pools, which you can check out on greatpopculturedebate.com in the bonus section. See how our players are doing each week. See how their scores are adding up. See which queens are in, which queens are out. But check out that bonus section for more. Today, we are going to toot, boot, shoot, poot, and moot the looks from episode 6 of season 13 of RuPaul's Drag Race. And the challenge was Little Black Dress. And with that said, here we go. Eric, our first girl up is Miss Tina Burner. What did you think?
Yeah, so I really was rooting for Tina at the beginning of this whole journey. She's a New York queen. We used to see her a lot hosting Drag Race viewings at Therapy, I think it was. And so I was a total fan. And then the looks she's been bringing, I'm sorry, Tina, they haven't worked for me necessarily. And I feel like this is another example of something that's a little too bright and a little too plastic, a little too cheap. The wig, I agree with Michelle Visage when she said the wig just wasn't helping. It was bringing the whole look down. The hands are kind of an interesting concept, but the rest of it doesn't really deliver on that. It doesn't play it off. So I'm sorry to say, I think it's a boot for me.
I am in the vast minority that actually enjoys Tina Burner's fashion, and I am completely comfortable being wrong. I'm actually going to toot this. I agree that the wig is not good. The wig is absolutely bringing this down to a different level. But I think the concept was fun. She's staying true to her ketchup and mustard fantasy while also meeting the challenges. And everyone can tell me that I am on drugs. They're not wrong, but I'm not going to tell you what drugs I'm on. But I'm going to Tina Burner once again this week. Who do we have up next? My Word document froze. Oh, it's Candy Muse. Good. Eric, take it away.
Well, I had to look at this twice. Time I was a little bit taken in by the concept, and I thought it was cool. I thought that the little dress on a larger person and the silhouette of that was an interesting combination. And so I feel like conceptually it worked, and how she was holding it as kind of like a little purse. I mean, maybe that's overkill, but I did think that there was some thought there. But you look at it closely, and it's really pretty messy, and it's really kind of it looks a little thrown together. You could have used a stapler to kind of get the sides of it together. So I think she gets some props for the concept. So I'm gonna moot it. I'm not gonna totally boot it because I feel like there's a little bit of thought there. So I'm gonna give it a moot.
I'm booting it, and I'll tell you why. We've seen this concept before. In fact, her mother Aja did this exact concept in season 9. Mm-hmm. You could also argue that even back in season 3, Delta Works' oversized t-shirt with the bikini thing for the comedy challenge is similar in style. I just also think the main issue here, this does nothing for Candy's shape. This makes her look way wider than she is. And watching her lip sync in this was uncomfortable for me, if I'm being very honest with you. I think the makeup and the hair, I don't understand what she was going for there, but it's just a miss for me. With that said, we're going to move on to our next queen, who is... It's Gottmik. Go ahead, Eric.
Well, I thought this look was really brave, and I know that that's sometimes a euphemism for, you were really brave to do that look. But I feel like here with Gottmik's story, it makes sense. And I feel like the look is really chic, even though it is gimmicky, but I do like a gimmick. So I feel like it's something that is clever. And the black dress merkin as the world's tiniest little dress, I think is, and I like Gottmik. Gottmik is totally grown on me. I was at the beginning thinking, okay, we're gonna kind of give, a little bit more props based on the situation, but I think that she has totally delivered. Really stylish queen. So I'm gonna toot this.
You and I have completely opposite paths with Gottmik. I was really in love with her in the beginning, and now I'm starting to get very concerned about her. I also agree that this is brave. It's very clever. But at the end of the day, as I've said with the look she did last week, I have jock straps with more fabric than this. And so when we're talking about a look on RuPaul's Drag Race, I would be tooting or booting what is essentially a Barbie dress. And clear. And for that reason, I'm really torn. I'm going to moot it just in the interest of fairness. I don't think it's bad. I think it's clever, but there's not a lot there. I do like the nipple pasties, and I love that she shows her body so much. Next up, it's Elliot with 2 T's. What did you think?
I thought Elian was channeling her best night at the Met Karen here. I just feel like that it doesn't feel very draggy to me. It just feels like a really nice fishy look. The dress is fine. She looks pretty good in it. But I'm gonna have to boot it. I think I'm surprised that Elliot didn't get in the bottom for this. I guess the dancing really saved, but the editing of the dancing didn't really show us how amazing she was there. So it's hard for me as a viewer to really feel like she deserved to stay. But I don't think that this is helping.
Yeah, I'm literally in the middle of writing the blog for this right now, which, by the way, you can check out at greatpopculturedebate.com, the bonus section. And the editing for the dancing segment was terrible. We can't really say who did well and who did not based on how all over the place the editing was. This look, I think you've really done a great job distilling Elliot's fashion style, which is Karen. And it is woman going to pick up a new husband after she has just finalized divorce number 3. That's not a read. I love that woman, but it's not a RuPaul's Drag Race look. So for me, it's a moot. Up next, we have Tamisha Iman. Oh,
I know.
Take it, Eric.
I love Tamisha Iman, and I love her story, and I love that she's like setting herself up to be an all-star because I'm sure that she will. But if she was trying to channel designing women goes to the mall, I think she did a pretty good job with this dress because I just feel like her style is just a little bit trapped, and this look wasn't creative enough to be interesting. It was just a beautiful look, and for a pageant queen, maybe that's what is a winning look. I'm not sure. You know, maybe there's an evening wear at the mall category in pageants, but I'm gonna have to boot this.
Yeah, that was a great read. It's a boot for me too. I believe in the Tamisha Iman supremacy. I am fully on board with her. She will come back to All Stars. She will have a great run. I'm confident. But this was not good. If you watch the What You Packin' episode with her, she explains to Michelle that she had all this embellishment with beads and stuff that she was going to put onto it. I don't even think that would have saved this. To me, the issue really came into the midsection, which was deeply unflattering on her. I think part of it was the neoprene fabric. The bust line also was not flattering. Nothing but love for Tamisha Iman. This was not a great look. It's a boot for me. Next up, we have Olivia Lux. Go ahead and take it, Eric.
I really enjoyed Olivia Lux this episode, and I really enjoyed the hair of this outfit, but I'm afraid that the dress part just kind of didn't really excite me very much. Unfortunately, it was a little black dress. It was taken super literally. If you look closely, there's some rhinestone details, but it's not that exciting. So I think from a hair perspective, it's a toot. From a dress perspective, it's a boot. So it washes out to be a moot for me.
Yeah, for me, this is a total toot from the neck up, and it is a full-on boot from the neck down. This is hookers at the point, baby. There is nothing about this that's elevated. She's great, and I thought she was wonderful on the challenge. I'm excited she got a moment to boost herself back up, but you can't come on this. Yeah, the challenge is a little black dress, but come on, ladies, come on. This is a boot. This is, someone's having a Chico's kind of day, or a kind of night, I guess.
Yeah.
So next up we have Utica Queen. Go ahead and take it, Eric.
Yes, Utica Queen for this look. She came out and I was like, I just kind of gasped a little bit. I just felt that there's so many details in what she does that is super amazing. And the more you look at it, the way that the gold of the fabric on her legs and her arms kind of accentuates the black dress. And then she had a whole earring concept thing behind it. She's super creative queen. I do think that the judges were a little really evident. Like, I just thought she was doing like Golden Witch, like in a little black dress, and then I saw the hook and I'm like, I don't know what that is. So I feel like it's a super, super toot for me, but not the best.
I agree that it's a super toot. I borderline shooted it, but it's not. I was getting almost like she was going for a Storm Mannequin type of a storyline here. And I understand the critique that they're like, well, we did not automatically get your concept. But here's the thing about high fashion. High fashion is not about being universally accessible. A lot of high fashion is like completely obtuse. And then it's only after you understand the vision of the designer does it come around. Am I saying that this is that level of high fashion? No. But I think it's not right to say on this show, oh, we should be able to get what you are the minute you turn the corner. I don't buy that. I do think this is successful. I thought that she really thought about details from head to toe. It's a full toot for me. Next up, we have Denali. Go ahead and take it, Eric.
Well, Denali, if you looked at it from far away, you would think it was just another one of those black dresses. And so I initially thought, oh, whatever. And then as she got closer and you started to understand the spider concept, I thought it really started to come alive for me. And then when she took the hat off and the eyes were there and it all kind of came together, this is a toot for me. I think Denali really pulled this off.
Fully agree. I, at this point, consider Denali to be part of Team Tempur-Pedic in that the judges keep sleeping on her. And this is great. It is like the spider idea is really well executed. The eyes were maybe a little bit kitschy when she took off the hat, but you still knew exactly what she was going for. She looked like $1 million in this. And this is taking the little black dress challenge, but elevating it to something interesting. It's a total toot. It was up for my top toot of the week, but I didn't quite go there. Next up, we have Rosé all day. Eric?
Rosé all day. Well, I don't want to say too much about Rosé because I'm sure I'm going to run into her on the streets of Hell's Kitchen at some point, and she's going to be like, "Girl." So I think Rosé has a lot of talent, and Rosé is really, really professional. But some of the looks she brings, I'm sorry, this reminds me of putting on a Swiffer duster. It's basically like flat, square, fluffy, and it just doesn't work for me. I'm sorry, it's a boot.
It is a full boot for me. I really think Rosé is amazing. I think she's got oodles of talent. I think that she has what it takes to make it all the way. I don't understand how she was packing dress after dress after dress with all of this goddamn tulle and didn't have a moment where she thought to herself, what if the judges don't like this? What are you going to do now? Like, it's the same fucking thing every week. I don't want to see any more goddamn tulle fabric. Get Yara Sofia on the line. It is a boot. Next. It's LaLa Rhys. Speaking of boots, take it, Eric.
I love LaLa Rhys' energy, and she's basically just giving you legs and booty, and she's like working it hard, and I appreciate that. But this look, I'm sorry, it's just you can't follow up with that bag look of last week and then also have this look here. Like I just feel like it's unfinished, it's unbalanced, and it was a boot for me. It doesn't work.
Ma'am, you cannot have a dress that you have to, even in the photo that's on the screen right now, she is pulling down her dress because you are about to see her roast beef sandwich. That is not a dress. That is a t-shirt. That's what that is. And it's a mess. I'm putting it. I think it's terrible. And LaLa's gorgeous and she's a lot of fun, but man, she has got no sense of style. I think that may be it for the actual queens. Is there anyone left? Nope, it's Simone. Sorry, how could I forget? How could I forget Miss Simone? Go ahead and take it.
We got my girl Simone here, and yes, I'm on the Simone train all the way, and I feel like that some of the details for this look are just incredible. I just think that the hair is amazing, and she's bringing a lot of hair this season, and I think that's one of the things that she's amazing at. And the body, and the walk, and the look, and all of that. I love this look. I think it's amazing. It especially really fits in with the whole disco theme thing too. Those heels, the way that her skin was really glistening, and she almost looked like she was poured out of copper. Amazing, total toot.
Yeah, God, this is such a toot. She is just on a completely different level than everybody else this season right now. And I also, you were right, the way that her body shimmered, like she is showing you black excellence. I know Tamisha said, I want to serve you black excellence every week. And I love Tamisha. Simone is giving us black excellence every week. She looks expensive. I love everything about it. She's just killing me softly week after week. So that, I believe, actually is our final look for this week. With that said, Eric, what's your top toot?
Absolutely Simone. She's my top toot. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was between her and Utica for me, and I'll tell you, I gave it to Utica mostly because I felt that she got done dirty by the judges for the second week in a row. But it was really neck and neck. Those two are our fashion queens of the season, and God love them for it. So Thank you so much, Eric, for doing this with us. I greatly appreciate you stopping by. And thank you for participating in our Drag Race pool. Again, if you want to follow along with that, you can check out greatpopculturedebate.com, go to the bonus section. You're going to find blogs for each episode. You're going to find a scoreboard, see how our players are doing. You're going to find polls for the next episode, although if you're not part of the pool, you can't take them now anyway. But you'll also find these videos as well. While you're at that website, please make sure you check out our episodes. We have an upcoming one we're recording tomorrow on the best Drag Race look from seasons 1 through 6. So we hope you will check that out. And thank you so much for listening to the Great Pop Culture Debate. We will see you next week. Bye.